Finally. Woof. Well, rather than give you a full spiel about how difficult it was to get on tonight, I'm just going to go straight. Does not have the answers to all the problems, and sometimes, what did I just say? Answer to anyway. I think it's because it's late. You do not always have the answers to the problems because nobody has all the answers to the problems unless God. And since you and I are not God, we have to sometimes admit that we don't have all the answers and refer people to the appropriate person who can help. That aside, the reason we do that is we don't want people to be dependent and always come to you for answers. And so, for example, someone comes to, they're facing a problem. One of the ways to engage without prescribing, if you think about it, whenever you go to a doctor, when I go to my doctor will ask me several questions. Doctor, I have a pain in my elbow. For example, I have a pain in my elbow. Oh, okay. Do you know what caused the pain? How does the pain feel? Is it a sharp pain or is it a numbing pain? And they have this whole range of adjectives just to describe the pain. But the key is asking questions. Because as you're asking questions, the person you're speaking with is also thinking through the solution. And sometimes they might end up coming up with a solution themselves. And that's actually the best way to problem solve, is for the person who has the problem to come up with a solution for themselves. And that's what a coach does. If you've ever worked with a coach, a good coach will show you and ask you questions, engage with you to help you process whatever you're going through, knowing that you have the answer within you. And the role of the coach is to bring it out. And so ask questions and become the coach, not the boss, not the king or the queen with all the answers, because you are helping, as a coach, helping to bring out the best and helping them to reach down within to discover what their potential is. Because a boss just gives commands, a king just gives commands, does not ask questions, just say, you do this now, I want this done, you go there. That's what the role of a king or a ruler, which could be a king or a queen. And so the other thing, and this is something I do. For example, I have lots of things I need to take care of in a day. I have a list that's from here to there, far. When I write it down, I'm thinking of how I can get that solved. Okay. Someone's asking if it's coming from, I do have notes. So I use both. So, but this is based on my experience. And so, yes. So ask questions for yourself to come up with the different solutions. So you come up with all the things that you're looking at and start listing the solutions down. And hey, we have AI. We have AI. AI can be very, very helpful. I'm not saying that you pass up the thinking to AI. We never want to do that. But it can help you have a different perspective that you may not have thought about. A lot of times I get ideas. A lot of times I look at what AI has given me and I'm like, no, no. So you still have to discern which is the best solution for what you're working on. Yeah, we gotta use this. We gotta use this. So develop a game plan and then set up a time frame and an accountability process. When you're working with someone, talking as a coach especially, time frames are great. It could be a time frame of, hey, I got to get this solved in 1 hour. I got to get this solved by the end of the day. I need a week. This has to be done within a month. But having that time frame gives you how to process and come up with a strategy. I love coming up with strategies. And so when something happens and I'm thinking, okay, I got to get this done today. I need to move these things around. I got to do this. I got to be in this place. I got to talk to this person. And the solution comes. So those are some ideas of solutions, how to get solutions for problems, because we face problems every day. I don't know about you, but it's a daily occurrence. It's something that we do it happens every day. Whether we like it or not, there's always something. Small ones, big ones, insignificant, major. So it just depends on what happens. And as the more that we are equipped, we won't go into panic mode, because I think the worst thing we can do when we have a problem is to panic, because then the brain just shuts down and you are not able to process. But as long as we stay cognitive and just stay calm, the solutions will come. It takes practice, but that's what we should shoot for. Shoot for not panicking when problems come. And that way you'll be able to think clearly and come up with a strategy and a solution to get things done. So this is the process. Define the problem, list the solutions, come up with different ways to solve it, choose the best one, develop a game plan, then implement. And there you go. This is how you solve the problem. You don't have all the answers. Nobody has all the answers. If you're not able to come up with the answer, it's okay. It's okay. All right. And with that, I bid you farewell. I shall see you